Okay, so I saw a video thumbnail about Concord Part 2 coming out, and apparently it's called Marathon, and it's from Bungie. You know, Destiny 1 and 2 Bungie, and original Halo Bungie. So I'm in for cringe and mediocrity on a level that we haven't seen since, well, Concord. So let's start with the gameplay reveal trailer, shall we? Okay, so basically I couldn't see anything. The cuts were too fast. This is just throwing things out there and hoping it something sticks. But to me, this is just TikTok brain rot cringe. Do I have to say it? Come on. What is that haircut? That haircut is such. Oh god. I don't have a lot of hope. And oh my god, look at. Oh, how does this look? Oh my god. This looks like an explosion of. I don't even. Ow. This hurts the brain. So I guess this is the ammo count. Like, of course it is. Why does it look like that? We had better things in the year 2000. And what is this? This is. And you don't really see the weapon? This just looks like. I don't know. This just. This looks like it's coming out of Roblox. And what about. What's going on here? Gray, gray, gray. Neon. Yellow, greenish. Neon green. Red. And gray. And this little bit of blue, which looks horrible. How you barely can see the numbers here. This is this is this looks like vomit. Design vomit. Oh, let's make it look modern, whatever that means. And what? Oh god, this is giving me a brain aneurysm. Oh god, let's hope. Oh, 21 seconds in and I'm already. Oh god, no. Okay, sniper. This looks. The lighting looks neat. This is fine. This looks. Why does it have to be so colorful? I mean, seriously, why all the color? This looks not serious. If you get what I mean, like Halo had colors, but it was serious. This doesn't look serious. This looks like you coming from a TikTok video and play this game. This is basically my impression. Okay, you seem to have shields.
Death. The end is not over. My dream. Yours. Now. Run.
Okay, so the devs in the game are this. So I guess this is in a virtual world, and you are a player who plays these characters. So you, the player, you play a player who's playing one of these characters. Okay, you aren't the first one doing this, but okay, yeah, you can do that, of course, yeah. But what is this gun design? What is this gun design? Oh my god. Is this is this is this gray thing here part of the gun, or is this the wolf behind? And why is this, here this rectangular thing? Why can I see through the wall of it and see it fire? Why is this a thing? I mean, you can argue it looks cool. It doesn't. And what is this? What is going on? And this here looks like a Valve logo. Oh, and the water. The water doesn't look that good. Why is that? And why is okay? This I'm yeah. What were those cuts? Oh Jesus! Stop using fast cuts in your game trailers. That doesn't make things look good. To me, it seems like they try to hide things. Or want to get a TikTok audience. But yeah. How much money would they have? Oh, this is... Whoa. Whoa. Okay, let's go back a little. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Those fast cuts. What is this? Oh, God. More color vomit. I really hope no one of you has epilepsy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. What was that? Oh, God. I don't even know what's going on. This hurt my brain. Okay, let's see. That was a gameplay review. Gameplay overview. Let's see. Oh, I hope this one is better. I don't think it will be, but let's hope. Okay. What is this color palette? You have green, you have gray, 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 gray. This doesn't look good. It's not appealing. Why is this a shot you would put out? And now you have green, gray, 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 and hit me in the face red. And what are these? Why would you wear something like this in an area like that? Oh, Jesus Christ. To be fair, the character design partly reminds me of Black Blacklight Retribution, which was my number one favorite online shooter of all time. I love that game. I still do. I wish there would be a second one. The designs here are similar, but Blacklight Retribution was more serious. It doesn't have this color vomit everywhere. And again, what is this? This is gray, gray, gray. Hit me in the face, green, orange, pinkish red. What is this color design? This looks again just this is color vomit. What was that? Okay, that seems to be a woman. Had lipstick, okay. But what are these designs? Oh God. Okay, this wasn't saying anything.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around.
Of course. Oh, of course. I think I have seen a thumbnail where they said that. Of course, it's a team-based extraction shooter. Of course, they make Tarkov and I guess Destiny universe, but it doesn't look like really like Destiny. It looks way worse, and they are late. They are late to the party, and this doesn't even look appealing. Who wants to play this game? I mean, just visually, it's ugly. I wouldn't want to play this game, just from the visual style. I this is just this is color vomit. Slap me in the face and call me your bitch. I would rather play a game that's 10 years old at this point. They look better. They play better. They're better design.
Around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. Action shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world.
Okay. This could have been a better game. A side scroller. But again, look at the colors. The colors are shit. This looks so unappealing. Zip of tea. What is that? Is that a console for maintenance?
World of Tau Ceti 4. You are a runner.
Okay.
A cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats.
But why would you do that? Just, why? To make money? You can make money other ways. Makes no sense.
Capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest.
So 3 players? That's not a lot. And I guess my previous assumption was wrong, that you are playing a player playing in a game. You are these, and this is an actual planet, which makes the color design even worse. Why does it look dead? It looks dead. The planet looks dead. Why are the trees gray? I mean, sure, there are great trees, but there's nothing on them. No detail. Nothing.
You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players. Countless security
80 players, okay. Yeah, you can work with that. I mean, Escape from Tarkov had about that in most of the zones. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh. And what are these vehicles? Oh god, can't they design anything? And what are these tracks? Oh Jesus. And what is this gun again? Oh,
forces and otherworldly threats. To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map.
like every extraction shooter.
You'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future...
What the hell is this? Abomination of how not to design something. Oh, I don't even have words. Why? And again, gray trees. Gray everything, but this is slap you in the face with his massive fucking dick. I mean, sure, you can't miss it, I guess, but Jesus Christ. And what is this UI? Are they playing on a controller? Oh god. They are playing on a controller. Oh god.
Runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable.
That looked like...
And fill your vault.
This looks like it comes out of a game for 30 bucks. Or maybe even 10 bucks. What is this design? Did they just take design ideas from indie games and put this into this game? But this game costs, I don't know, $200 million?
Death is inevitable. But it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents.
What is this water?
And in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight.
Okay, that's interesting.
Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront.
That doesn't mean a lot, to be honest. At this point, it doesn't. When did they ever... When was the last time they brought out a multiplayer game with PvP that wasn't either pay to win or bad? I can't remember anything in the past. I don't know. 20... Oh god. Oh god, I'm so old. It's 2025, right? I guess 15 to 20 years? Oh god. This doesn't look good. And while we are at it doesn't look good, what the hell is going on over here? I mean, I guess these are clouds. These are some sort of structures. What does this gun? What are the bullet shells? Are what? They aren't round. You know, the more I look at this game, the more confused I am. What is going on? I mean, I guess they didn't want to go for a realistic look, but why confuse my brain like this? What's I feel hurt. I'm in pain.
Dynamic and tactile gunplay, runners with unique playstyles, and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights.
The funny thing is, the customized loadouts, Blacklight Retribution had it too. It was great. I remember matches where a team deathmatch where one half of the opposite team was camping on one side of a bridge, and they had tools so you couldn't see them with your integrated wall hacks. It was great. Just having options like that was really fun. But so yeah, they have that too here. Okay.
Whether you're on a zero to hero run or high rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick.
Okay, so you can get in alone, I guess? And what is this design over here? What the hell is going on? And you know, half of the textures here look like you are in an I don't know, in a test level for the game mechanics. What's going on? Are these really textures that are in the game, or are these placeholders? I don't believe they are placeholders. That's really the scary part. I think it's real, and this hurts. This hurts so much. Oh God.
And how? Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge.
Well, hopefully, but I don't believe it. I don't believe for a second that skill is more important than having the best equipment. I don't think they will do that.
Marathon is designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out, to streamline playing.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, again. I mean, that design there looks good. But wait, would be. So this is an NPC. So there are NPCs in the game. Okay, that's nice. But again, look at the screen. I it's hard to distinguish what is what. I mean, to be fair, the game is visually very distinct, very distinct. But I that doesn't mean that's a good thing, especially when it looks like this, where so much is gray, and then you have colors that oh my God, hit me in the face, né? This is this is painful to look at, in my opinion.
With your friends, death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out with your hard-earned loot.
Okay, yeah, that's not new.
If your skills alone are enough to conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill, to take all the glory for yourself.
So you can join alone. That's, I think, is an important thing. Otherwise, single players will just get frustrated. But this is also interesting because if you are good at a game and have your loadout, you can just, fuck with people. Just completely destroy the lobby if you're good enough. Which is interesting. Which is, yeah, let's be honest, this is interesting. But we will see how this will work out.
As a solo runner. No two runs in marathon ever play out the same. With dynamic
That's a lie. Every game like that says that, and it's never true. That whenever developers say something like that, you always know that's not true. It never is. And what the hell is this thing? Why do I have to say this so often in a video that's 5 minutes long and I'm at 3:35? Oh my god. But yeah, this looks unappealing. Again, it looks unappealing.
events, variable weather, and unpredictable players. You'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive. Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation?
Okay, upgrades I get, I guess, for your abilities. That looks... Yeah, that's fine, that's good, yeah. But look at what happens over here with the water.
Into the shadows as void and ghost past.
See that? The water? No animation. No water animation, no water physics. What is this? Why are... This water looks worse than water in Half-Life 2. You know Half-Life 2 from 2000, I think, 5? So 20 years ago? And I guess this is Unreal Engine 4 or 5. So why? Why does it look worse than Half-Life 2? Don't know. I'm lost for words at this point. This is why.
Enemies. Search the map for rare material.
And again, that haircut. I can't get over the haircut and the makeup and how? Look at these shoes. What is going on here? This character design is horrible. What the hell is going on? This is, I'm in pain.
And profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews. Running through with your friends, grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need.
Wait a moment. Is this a hero extraction shooter? Oh god, they put everything in that they can grab what are they doing? Do they have a vision? Or do they just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks? Because to me it looks like that. This is just from the fundamental game design speaking, an overload. This is too much. You know, you can have a vision, but you also have to see, you know, what's the right amount of what to have in the game and what's too much.
You're always free to experiment with team compositions. The only limit to how you want to play your runner is your loot and imagination. Endgame challenges, ranked play, discovering secrets, seasonal storytelling, community events, and more all await you in Season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4.
Okay. Endgame. What do you mean? You have progression? Like in for example, just like in Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2? Why? Why would that exist? Ah, I think they over-designed this game completely.
Remember, you're
And I also don't think that anyone will care about the story. What am I looking again? What is this? Oh my god. Oh, my eyes hurt.
only ever one run away from your next big score.
Ah, that's the extraction point. Okay. So far I'm not intrigued. So let's. I don't even wanna watch that. Let's just let's watch a reveal cinematic. Okay, this looks fine. This looked fine. Like okay, fine, right? Why does this look like low resolution textures? Oh. And what's going on here? I guess this is the moon, but why is the moon so close? So I guess it's a. Can that thing move? Is that a space station? Is that a spaceship? I don't know. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so they took video with a drone, I guess, from somewhere on Earth. They put this in here with CGI, put this in here in CGI. Or there's a real, at least partly a real structure. Put colors over the real structures so they look more colorful and put on new buildings, whatever, to create this. That's my guess. What's going on here? That's why, especially the vehicle and everything down here, looks like it doesn't fit everything else. What is this car design? Now this shot here, up here in the sky, that looks nice. But the car design is taking me out of it. This is... Uh, yeah, no, thanks. What the hell is going on with her face? Why are her eyes so big? What's going on? This... Okay. Something happened here. Oh, why did that smoke look so bad? We can make smoke look really good. That looked bad. What the hell? Okay. I guess something bio. A virus or something like that. What the hell? Okay. What did I just watch? What? Why? What is going on?
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, two vast and trunkless ledges of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that it sought to well those passions red which yet survive.
Oh my god! They try to be clever. Don't try to be clever if you're stupid. This, oh my god. Just stop. Just stop. Don't do these things. This just sounds stupid. These are, to me, these words just sound like nothing. They mean nothing. They're supposed to mean something. They try to be deep, but it means nothing.
Stand by these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, lifeless things, and the heart that fed.
To be fair, the design here looks way better than in the gameplay reveal. Put it in the ass pocket.
Welcome once again. Once again, once again. As in you shall,
place
as
it?
in you shall for you.
I mean, it feels just like what it is, right? Like $1 trillion. Like $1 trillion.
Sakaguchi Genetics sent a reminder. Your shell repayment is coming up and will be charged against your line of credit.
Yeah, I know. Do you mind if we skip the formalities this time? Got a big contract waiting down there, so.
Understood. Let's proceed with your grounding exercise. Are you familiar with this item?
That's my lucky charm. Yeah, it's supposed to be my lucky charm.
So I guess her changing her appearance means that she went through this a lot of times. She died a lot of times. Okay, we get it. You try to be clever. You aren't. Everyone knows what you are doing. By the way, this shot looks good because it looks like it can be real. What's going on down here? This look. Is this made with AI? This looks like the ground and whatever is over here are the same thing. Which makes no sense. To be fair, this looks good.
Can you identify her?
Yeah, that's my mom. That's your mother. Your mother.
Now,
You know that's
consider
your
this. Do you recognize this child?
It's her.
I don't know.
It's you.
What? Really?
And again, real life shots with CGI in the background. And I guess they might be CGI too, at least that character. That might be an actual person being there.
Hey, what's that you always tune into? Worth anything?
I don't know, but I like it. It speaks to me.
Let me listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
You ever wonder what happened to these people?
Why does he look like Marilyn Manson? Just throwing it out there. He looks like Marilyn Manson in one of his music videos.
It's not my business.
And this music is. You'll have a tough time finding a buyer.
Good. It's not for sale. Give it to me.
Okay. Why? Oh, now they are implying they have a connection because of the, I guess, music or whatever. Oh, Jesus. By the way, why would you put some random stuff into your brain? Just asking. What was that shot? Oh my. The color vomit again. This looks so unappealing.
Just don't trust you. I don't.
And she's gone. With a pistol? Really?
And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Nothing beside remains.
Again, the wannabe deep voice birds. Oh Jesus! Why do game developers do these things? You know, trying to be deep without being deep themselves. It is so. Oh my God! Why?
Round the decay of that colossal wreck. Round the decay of that boundless wreck. Boundless, alone and level sands stretch far away.
Okay, are we done yet? No, please let me. Okay, that got annihilated.
Do you recognize this child?
I don't know. Is that me?
Oh, okay, that was kind of clever. They showed him, the girl and him were shown the same photo, implying it's them. Okay, that's kind of clever. Not, something you would say it's all so clever, because I guarantee you that happened before in a movie and they just took it. I guarantee it to you. I don't. If you know which movie, write it in the comments. Thanks for the algorithm. Okay, I think that's it for it. Yeah. Already, this is just okay. That's it. Okay, so far I'm not impressed at all. Like, not at all impressed. This so far, just from a perspective of story and design and colors, it's unappealing to me. Like visually, but also gameplay wise, story wise, it's empty. It's just empty. The story of this game is not worth looking at, I think. And especially not if you want to go for the story of the characters. We are super cool, wanna be special people turning themselves into robots and fighting to get money. Yeah, that's not special. That's what everyone does. So that's it for Marathon Official. Let's see. I had two videos that I wanted to look at. Let's go with her video. I will link it in the description of the video to the original, and let's see what's going on. Marathon devs say gamers are toxic. No voice chat because Bungie's creating a safe space. Yeah, great. So how are you supposed to communicate with your team partners? Guess you're gonna lose Discord and only play with your friends. So this will reduce the player base. Yeah, let's see.
Gamers are toxic. That's all we ever hear from developers and producers and executives. At this point, they always take every opportunity they can to attack us, and now apparently we're too toxic yet again, and that is why Marathon won't have proximity chat, because they're saying, I don't think anyone has a good solution to that just yet. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships.
What about AI? I mean, I'm using an AI noise filter from AMD. It works fine, I would guess. So why can't you just filter out the offensive language with AI? That shouldn't be a problem. Would cost money, so they don't want to do it. But yeah, I guarantee you can do this. I guarantee it to you. Even if you have to go through voice to text and then text to voice filter, you can do that. That shouldn't even be difficult, but they don't want to because it would cost money.
Now, I've been playing video games for my whole entire life, and I have always loved multiplayer games. I love to be able to go into a lobby of Call of Duty. I love to be able to banter with people. I enjoy going into a extraction shooter and prox chatting, making my opponent very anxious, making them feel like I'm all around them, so then they end up screwing up, whether it's their placement or they, abandon some kind of loot. Like, these
I never did that in any game. I'm an introvert. I don't like communicating in games that much, especially not in voice. And I never digged around with people in voice chat. Just not my thing. But I can totally understand why people wanted to do that. And of course, in this game you can't.
Are important parts of multiplayer games, but according to the people behind Marathon, that would be too toxic. And that is exactly why this upcoming game won't feature this. Now, this game has already been raked across the coals by gamers. There are some people who say it looks pretty good, they're excited for it, but there are a lot of people who are disappointed that it's an extraction shooter. Some people don't think the environments look good. In my opinion,
So basically everything what I said earlier. I'm not surprised.
it looks like another really just mediocre game. It doesn't look like they put a lot of time and effort into it. It doesn't have the same feel as the 1994 Marathon game, at least in my opinion.
What? There was a... What? There was another one before that? 1994? Never heard of it, have never seen it.
I mean, just judging by some of the scenery here, if we compare it, I mean, it's really a night in...
Oh my god. The day and night difference. And this looks much better. This looks like it has soul. You can distinct the enemies from the surroundings. The surroundings look grounded and, you know, reality. It doesn't look like, well, color vomit. And the design here looks nice. And the weapon design of the player looks way better. Oh my god. This looks like a game that I would play.
Day difference. I do not think that the new game is going to be a smashing success, especially when you take into consideration that it's akin to Concord, where it's not a free-to-play game, it is a buy-in title. You have to...
Of course, just like Destiny, no, I don't see this game having success. No, at this point, I mean, they will get more players than Concord, but that's not hard to do. I don't know how many, a couple of thousand at least, but I can tell you, it also depends on how much the game costs. If this is a $70 game, people will not buy that. Not for $70. The game doesn't look good. The design seems to be messy. The gameplay seems to be, yeah, nothing new. We have seen that in other games done, and probably done better. And I don't think this will be a good big success. Not at all. I mean, if it will be a success, I take the surprise. I mean, it's another video I can make, but I don't think this is going to be great. No, not with the way it looks and plays. It's just, especially how it looks, it's just horrendous.
to pay $40 to actually access it, and we saw how poorly that went for Sony and Firewalk Studios. But now we have this situation on our hands, which makes me even less excited. It says, we've all had that moment when our eyes are open to the hijinks made possible by Prox Chat. For me, it was the night some guy in DayZ drove a truck through the town I was looting while screaming at the top of his lungs, the volume gradually rising and falling as he disappeared over the horizon. Ever since that formative belly laugh, it's been a treat to watch the once niche feature make jumps to battle royales and most recently extraction shooters. I wouldn't ever say that voice chat was a niche. Proximity chat is a modern tool for our modern times, but it has a downside. As long as someone's standing close enough, you're at the mercy of whatever they have to say, whether it's friendly or downright awful, until you mute them. Oh no, you actually have to use a feature that the game provides to you.
Yeah, it's almost like the games already have a solution for that. And it's not, I mean, This is just like real life. If you go out in real life and people say awful, horrible shit around you, yeah, you hear it too. And you can't just mute them. These are problems for mentally, how to say it without being too cruel. People who are stuck at 4 years old. Maybe that's how it is. These people are just children. If you think that's a problem, you are a child. You are mentally weak and you shouldn't even be online. You shouldn't be allowed to live alone. Just go back into the cave you came from.
If a game has a mute feature and you want to use it, go for it. But to take away the experience from everybody across the board because somebody doesn't want to use the mute feature is ridiculous. But apparently that recipe for toxicity was potent enough for Bungie to decide that Prox Chat wouldn't make the cut in its upcoming extraction shooter Marathon. Now, this is a game that I guess, initially interested in. I wouldn't say that I was ever.
The thing is, I never heard of this game until I think yesterday. Yesterday was the first time I ever saw the name Marathon as a game. Before that, if a week ago, if you had told me there's a game called Marathon, I would have thought it's about running a marathon or something like that. I would never thought about an extraction shooter. Never. Why would I?
Super hyped for it, but I'm willing to try basically any game, even if I think it is going to be terrible, like Concord. I put a bunch of hours into that game. I gave it a shot for the, 11 or 12 days that it was actually alive, and it was really, really terrible. And I'll give this a shot too, but I just think that everything we're hearing so far does not sound good. When it comes to Prox Chat, I don't think we're against the experience of it, to be fair, the game director told PC Gamer. Clearly you are against it, or you would allow it to be in your game. I think the challenge is to make sure we're creating...
When it comes to Prox Chat, I don't think we are against the experience of it. Yes, you are. What the hell? I think the challenge is how to make sure we are creating a safe environment for players inside of that space. Oh god. Yeah, just like I said, AI. There, problem solution. But it will cost money, so they won't do it.
A safe environment for players inside of that space. The point of having voice chat is for people to interact with each other and to banter. And sure, there are always going to be people who are going to push the limits and say something that might bother your delicate sensibilities, but you can mute them, you can block them, you can ignore them. That's not in every single lobby, and that's part of the fun for some people. Unfortunately, though, if you are a sensitive snowflake, you ultimately got your way because they're not even going to feature this. I don't think anyone really has a good solution to that just yet because we're so dedicated to making sure that we're creating a safe space where we don't have players just flaming each other or doing terrible things to one another. I think...
Doing terrible things? You mean like, shooting each other? Hello? Do they even know what game they created? This is ridiculous.
We're not ready to invest in Prox Chat until we have a solution. There's never going to be a solution, in their opinion, because the solution would be making gamers less toxic. This is complete and utter BS. It is a game made for adults, where adults should be able to talk to each other. And
yes, a game made for adults, but a lot of 12-year-olds will play it. If they get the money to buy it. Which then, yeah, I guess $70, so they might not be. Yeah. Yeah, this creating a safe space, that's always rubbing me the wrong way. This is... The moment the developers says they want to create a safe space, you know the game's gonna shit the bucket. This is awful.
Part part of that is trash talking each other. And that is not a bad thing, at least in my opinion. Now, I always hear the argument that, oh, women are treated poorly on voice chat. That's never really been the case for me. Sure, back in the 360 days, I was called a squeaker because there would be people who thought that I was actually.
Yeah, and everyone gets treated like shit. I mean, that's not, ooh, women getting treated like shit. I got treated like shit. Everyone gets treated like shit. Just grow a pair and get on with your life. I mean, that's just it. What are we talking about?
Boy. And now, sometimes they even say the same thing, but ultimately, I've never felt like, oh, I had to shut off my voice chat because people were just being so toxic. I think that that's where we stand right now. Like, if it was magical and we could somehow come up with that solution, I think we could totally do it. What they want is to be able to control your speech. And we know that there are so many companies that feel this way nowadays. They want to be able to control how you act on their platform, what you say and do on their platform, and if you do not act properly, they want you removed. And, well, this is just one of the many bad pieces of news surrounding this game. Because, like I mentioned, the price is also very controversial. Now, this
Okay.
isn't officially confirmed, but according to several sources, Bungie appears to be targeting a $40 price tag for Marathon, opting for a pay-to-play premium model rather than following the free-to-play model seen in many modern shooters. Now,
Okay, it's $30 less than I expected. It's exactly the same amount as Concord. Oh, I wonder what happened there. Wait, wasn't Concord developed by former Bungie employees? Oh, so I guess they still have friends at Bungie. So yeah, that makes sense. Oh God. Ah, what are they doing?
of course, one of the most recent examples of that happening is actually Concord. Concord did the same exact
Thank you.
thing. It came out, it was $40. That didn't sit well with people, and nobody bought into it. But to make it even worse, we're also hearing that apparently it's going to be $40 for 6 characters, 3 maps, and 1 mode at launch. Plus, there.
Wait. They have free maps? I don't care about the characters. They will release more characters. That's not a problem. But the maps? You start the free maps? That's nothing. And modern launch plus battle passes and microtanks. They have free maps, my dude. Free maps is nothing. That's they could have released it with one. It would be the same. Free maps that might as well just be one big map. What is this? Maps are one of the most important things about games like that. Because if all free maps are shit, then the game is unplayable. If you had 10 maps, you would have at least one map that's good and people want to play on. But free? These maps rather be really good. Or the game will die out. Oh god, the game will die fast if these free maps are bad. And of course the 6 character classes, if they are all bad, oh my god, this is getting worse by the minute. And I'm not even talking about the battle pass and microtransactions. Of course, those things are in the game. These are why the game exists to begin with. But free maps. Didn't Rainbow Six Siege had more maps when it launched, right? So, but it also was, I think, $60 game. So maybe that's why. If you want more maps, you have to spend more money. Of course, that's how it is, because there won't be any new maps unless they make money, which I doubt they will. But I'm I'm ready to be positively surprised by this game. But I don't think I will be. This is going bad. That's it doesn't look good.
Are going to be battle passes and microtransactions, which is extremely unacceptable. If we were talking about having, I don't know, 15 characters, having 10 different maps, having 5 or 6 modes.
Why is she repeating what I said? And you, by the way, don't even need more than one gameplay mode. If the fundamental gameplay mode you have, the one you have, is good, then the game is good. But if it's bad, the entire game is bad. So, for gameplay modes, I would just go with deathmatch, team deathmatch, and something. Yeah, basically that. That's fine. People will play it.
Maybe I could say, you know what? Sure, this sounds good. I understand that a lot of games now have battle passes and microtransactions. As long as they do not affect the gameplay and you are basically not paying to win, you're not buying stats or armor with stats, then I can look past microtransactions and battle passes that have like skins and holograms and banners.
But she says but, and I say but too. But seeing the design of the game, does anyone believe that the skins you will be able to buy will look good? Anyone? I don't. I don't believe they will look good. Because the entire design of the game visually is not appealing. Unless you have ADHD, then it might be fine, but this color format is just atrocious. Don't get me even started with the design of the characters, they're even worse.
This description of what you are getting for $40 sounds fucking nasty. That just does not sound like it is going to be acceptable for the price tag and the fact that they're removing prox chatter. I guess they never planned to.
Yeah, the price, again, for $40 you can get an indie game with way more content. Way more content. And it's single player, so you don't have to deal with people. And you also have no proximity chat, voice chat. And the game will be, I guess, more fun because it's a finished game for $40 and not a microtransaction hellhole where you have to spend, where the developer wants you to spend thousands of dollars. Let's be honest here, they want you to spend thousands of dollars. Not just 40, thousands. So I would take the $40 and just buy an indie game. Or a price reduced older game or something like that. That's what I would do.
Put prox chat at all whatsoever. And so far, the initial reactions to this trailer are not looking so hot. As you can see, it's got 576,000 views, number 9 on trending, 16,000 likes to 11,000 dislikes. So while, yes, it is technically being positively ratioed,
I think I will. Let's see how many likes and dislikes does it have. Oh, I don't have the extension. Of course, I don't have the extension. Sorry for that.
I don't think that it is going to stay that way. I think a lot of people are, finding out about this game. They're leaving their thoughts and opinions. And I just don't really think that this trailer was very good either. Cool. You've got these fancy visuals. People aren't buying a movie or a cutscene. People are buying a video game. And yeah, a lot of these environments just look really, really bland in my opinion. You can have a more simplistic style to a game while still giving it character. This game doesn't, in my opinion, feel like it has character at all whatsoever. And
Yep, that's it. No character. It's just, it looks like Again, color vomit with modern architecture. With modernity. It's just... And again, the weapon design. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lord help me. It's bad.
I mean, a lot of gamers are agreeing. Man, Bungie loves using clips of a character shouting briefly at one target, swapping to a sniper, then nailing them with a headshot. I've played enough Destiny to recognize that Cabal jump animation at 104. Yeah, that actually does look very similar. This was the first time in my life I saw an actual game trailer look like a YouTube ad that I would skip while eating dinner. Would have been cool if bodies stayed bleeding out like the teaser years ago showed instead of turning into pixels and leaving a duffel bag. Yeah, I think that's before they wanted it to be an extraction shooter because they're just chasing a larger trend now, and I feel like they wanted it to be more.
Oh, so it wasn't planned as an extraction shooter. Could have never guessed that. Never would I have ever guessed that they never planned in the beginning to make an extraction shooter. They probably started designing this thing 10 years ago and then saw the impact of Escape from Tarkov. And then, I don't know, 1 or 2 years ago, they are like, oh yeah, let's make that. That's my suspicion. And of course, then you have only 3 maps. This is a joke. This game is a joke.
More kind of bloody and gory. They wanted it to be more like OG Marathon. 07 of all the Bungie employees losing their job this year. So, yeah, so far things are not looking so good for Bungie. Maybe this will come out and it'll be absolutely amazing, but what we're
Nope.
hearing so far does not have me and clearly many other people excited. I think that trailer was a big L. Hearing that it's $40 and apparently it's only going to feature a couple of characters and maps and only a single mode is really worrisome. And we're also hearing that this game won't have prox chat because it would be way too toxic. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.
Yeah, I think you can just forget this. I don't think this will. This game will not be good. Let's be honest here. And the only toxic people in the game will be the developers. I think the developers are the most toxic here. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. If you don't want PvP toxicity, make a single player game. Yeah. That's it. Make a single player game. But they don't make as much money. Well, they will make. A single player game would have made more money than this game will be. I can guarantee you that. They are creating a safe space, safe away from my interest and wallet. Yep. Anyone else remember how much less hostile a place the internet was at the start, even though people were free to say literally whatever? Yes. I was there. Old man was there. Imagine banning communication and thinking you are on the free side. Oh, you mean like the communists and the fascists? Yeah. Modern Bungie is just like free for free industries. The Bungie we knew wouldn't stand for this stupidity. I agree with that. So I wanted to look at another video. But we are through. We already said everything that's there to say. That guy will only say the same stuff I will say, the same things Vara said. So yeah, my conclusion here is, oh boy, this game will create content, and not the one the developers want to. Oh, this will be fun. This will be so much fun watching what's coming from this game. Oh, so much content. So much content to create. And that's even before the game is coming out. And then when it's coming out, looking at the numbers, and then after it died, making fun of it even more. This will be fun, yeah. So that's it.